Yeah, we actually have some guests in the studio today, and we'll be having a lot of discourse with them, and I'm sure you'll be so much interested in. And this guest, I don't know if they're actually twin because their names actually sound alike. We have Godfrey and Humphrey.
Humphrey.
Hello,
The
guys.
Freeze are in the studio today.
So you're welcome to Clearview Television.
Wow. It's really clear.
Yeah, so you guys are welcome. And Godfrey and Humphrey happens to be some managers of an NGO here in Abuja, basically, and of course called Discover Purpose Initiative. So right now we'll be handing over to them to tell us what this their NGO basically is all about. So who's starting?
I think I should go first.
Godfrey, I guess.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Discover Purpose Initiative is a community of youths coming together to help their fellow youths. And basically, what we envision in Discover Purpose is a community of youths living healthy life, making impact, contributing to nation building, and also living purpose-driven life. That is what Discover Purpose is all about, and we do that through guidance, through resources, and we provide platforms that will enable them live healthier, that will enable them make impact, and also discover and live purpose-driven life. Because we believe it starts with you understanding who you are before you can be able to make impact. If you don't know your worth, you cannot be able to sell anything out there to the world. You can never be able to make impact. So it starts first with self-discovery, going back to understand who you are, why you are made, and why you are even in that family that you are, why you are in that particular country, and what is your contribution to making life better.
The NGO sounds more like fun.
Yeah, it sounds more like fun. And this leads me to my second question. You seem to have this all figured out, especially with guiding people on how to discover themselves. Truth be told, a lot of us youths right now do not know what we really, really do want. That's the truth. And sometimes it has a way of affecting our priorities. We don't know how to set priorities right. And that's why you have people that they call the Yahoo boys. It's not a good thing to do that. But people are going into it because they don't understand why they are in life. You get? So I would like to know, how do you help people understand their purpose? What are programs, like the plans you have in place, the programs you have in place to help them understand this that you have just told us?
Okay, part of what we have in place is we have a very unique program we tied to Purposepreneur. Purposepreneur is that person that uses his potential and also business ideas to solve issues. Now, another one is a Purpose Rally. We have a Purpose Rally where we want to awaken the minds of the youth that they have potentials. Now, if I fail to discover that I have potentials, I end up doing other things that are not necessary. Part of the reasons why we come up with this initiative is the fact that we have a lot of social vices in our communities and the rest, and we discover that both of us now we know we have something different. We have a purpose. That's why we are here. But those people that don't, they're out there, like causing havoc and the rest. We discovered that in our communities, it is very, very hard for us to work at night. If your phones might get snatched and raped and the rest. So if everybody discovers it, I can't do that, they can't do that, because I know I have a potential, but this is not what I am born to do. So if everybody discover this, we're going to have a better society. Imagine a world where everybody discover purpose. That is why we came up with this initiative. I want to live in a peaceful society. He wants to live in a peaceful society. But someone needs to discover his purpose to make that place peaceful for me. That is why we came up with an initiative like this.
Okay, let me ask you that. Come to think of it, there's so many youth in this country. There's basically too much. Now, how do you intend to keep it together? Like, plenty are coming from this angle, this one. How do you intend to keep all these guys together and try to make them discover their purposes?
Okay, part of an approach we want to use now is we are going to be launching a purpose club in Nassau State University, because we want to be mentoring and monitoring these youth. It's not about going there, saying all the grammars and saying everything and leave there. They have heard these things before, but we want to be closer to them, help them out. I'm a young man, he's a young man. Someone will be challenged. These young guys coming together to do this. I want to really know them and the rest. So our lives could also speak to them and help them discover through them. So that's one of the things. We are going to be having purpose club and also mentorship platforms for this youth too.
Apart from that, also we also want to have a forum where we have purpose advocates. I believe right now you are all purpose advocates.
Yeah.
So where we want to have our purpose advocates, it can be a bigger platform, maybe like a Facebook, a WhatsApp group, a Twitter, or maybe an Instagram page where we have those who are purpose advocates. I might not be able to, I cannot do it alone. I need you to help do that. If I transfer what I know to you and you understand it, you can be able to sell it to someone out there. Those persons to keep spreading it. At some point, we wake up to a peaceful society. So it starts with me transferring it to someone else and you picking it and selling that same vision around. So that is why I said.
But you guys know that your vision is large.
Very large.
And you really need sponsors and partners. So we want to know, do you have any sponsors so far?
On the part of sponsorship, we haven't secured anyone yet. We are hoping to have some. That's why we are calling on many Nigerians, organizations out there, both private and public, and though individuals too who feel what you guys are doing is great and it is really needed in our society, to also come in and sponsor this vision to make sure we achieve our goal, because our goal is before 2030 we want to have 5 million youths and teens living purpose-driven life, making impacts. So we want many Nigerians to come in to make sure they support this goal. And thus far, what we do is we just have few individuals that say, okay, wow, this thing you guys are doing is nice. Just take this and support one or two of your programs. But we want more of it. We want bigger platforms to also come in to make this happen.
The youth and young people, we are young people, are like the hardest set of people to work with, truth be told.
Sure.
They are the hardest. Teenagers, young adults, youths are the hardest set of people to work with. How do you put it together? How do you bring these people? Of course, having talked about Nassau State University, I feel that's like the very first, environment you had to establish all your contacts and bring to life all the ideas you had. So being in that kind of environment, you went to school there also?
No.
Oh, you just use that as a platform. But my point is, how were you able to bring these youths? How were you able to convince them? It's challenging. I want to understand how you're able to do it.
Okay, I'll come in there. Mobilizing youths these days for such events where you want to come and sit down and hear plenty talks.
And it's not party.
It's not a party.
Exactly.
My point exactly. It's not a party.
Come and sit down and learn.
Especially when you don't have
any freebies.
Refreshments. Or drag them. So it's really very difficult. But we are trying to see, when it comes to purpose and what you have passion for, we are trying to infuse some of this. That's why we mentioned platforms. In between these events, there is going to be showcasing of whatever passion, talent you have, whatever potentials you have. Whether it being you know how to sing very well, you have records that you have done, you know how to dance, you know how to crack joke, all these things will come in between. So it's sometimes we make it to be a form of a kind of social event, but we have a particular message we want to pass across to them. Just like the Purpose Rally. Purpose Rally, it's a kind of flexible way to get these youths. We are going to be having a walk. Everybody wants to wear this nice jersey, my boots, my canvas, and I want to... But in between, we are having placards that the world is depending on you. Humanity depends on you. Imagine someone taking, or you have a value to sell to the world. Those placards, you definitely be carrying them around while you are walking. And imagine you taking pictures with that, and you just look at the picture. Going beyond your beautiful self, you are seeing something you are carrying. Humanity depends on me. It sends a message down to you that, wow, what is it that I have that humanity is depending on? Then after this work, we are going to have them in a forum where we have people who will come to talk to them just with few minutes, passing that same message. So you see that we are making it a little bit more flexible for them to want to buy in, and we are still passing the same message. So we are just coming up with good strategies to bring these youths together. Even our conferences, which you forget to mention, we always have conferences, self-discovery conferences every year. That is what we round up. That's how we round up the year. So we have these conferences. We bring in speakers from both within and outside Abuja. I think the last time one came from Lagos to talk to youths. So we have all these nice activities that we put in between. So it doesn't just like it's not just a talk thing, but you perform, you showcase yourself, and people want to come and see that dance, but you end up going home with something.
We give free t-shirts.
Oh, really?
Free t-shirts,
All right.
Okay, so there's something else I want to find out, because it seems like you guys have been in this business for some time, right?
Yeah.
So we want to find out, what are your achievements so far? Like, how many youths can you say that, okay, fine, we have helped these ones discover their purpose?
Wow, that's a nice one. I think we have the countless achievements. We started 2016. Last year was official, so we have done a couple of school outreaches. It's not just we do school outreaches too. We visit secondary schools too, tell them about this purpose stuff, because we feel it's catch them young. That's saying catch them young. So we go to secondary schools to get these persons there. And our secondary school so far, we have had a lot of feedbacks from them, the directors and the rest. I remember 2 weeks ago, so we were supposed to have we had a World International Women Day also in one secondary school. So when we called her, she was like, "Guys, so you forgot me. All the kids are looking for you." And their turn up to academic stuff has been different. All the schools we have visited, we have had that report that the students are now more focused in their studies, and also the evaluation has been coming from their tests and exam scores and the rest. People are more focused now that I have something to give. I need to be serious with this. I need to be serious with that. From our school outreaches, also our self-discovery conferences. Part of it is we started this organization as we're just three. We had the first conference, it's just three of us, myself, him, and one other person, Abel.
I'm going to join you guys.
You're welcome. Yeah. So, but towards the end of last year, we were pleased to introduce to the audience that we're having about 20-something persons now joining us as proposal advocates. So this year has been, just from January to this time, it has been massive success. I've had even partnership with organizations now that are coming in fully to be part of this. So, and also the state government, local government, they are all part of this thing because of the impact we are making in the society now. And so it's been successful so far.
Oh, so we should be part of.
Yeah,
we should be
how
part of.
How do we apply? I'm sure a lot of youths out there are listening and are watching.
Yes.
And they'll be like, then how do we even come close to you guys? I don't even know what I want to do in this life, but since these guys are
here to help.
So how do I even get to meet you guys?
Yeah, I think on that regard, there have been so many feedbacks coming in through our social media platforms. Yeah, because so many of them, some of our posts that we drop, which centers on self-discovery, the challenges you are facing, that we feel youths are facing, because we go into the society, we rapport with them, we know their feelings, we know what they face, and we come up with well-structured materials which we drop online for them to go through. So many of them have been coming, wow, I'm having this challenge, how do you think I can stop this. How do you think I can curb this and all that? And we reply them. We try to solve those challenges. Some of them through those platforms get to reach at us, so they can always get through to us through our social media platforms.
Which are
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Once you just type Discover Purpose Initiative, it will just pop up.
Okay.
You see
On
that
all
our
the
unique,
platforms.
you see our unique logo there.
Discover Purpose
Purpose
Initiative. Oh, that's interesting. So, that means it doesn't restrict your location. You can actually interact wherever you are
Wherever
with.
you are. We are global. We are not just.
Okay,
Now-
we are going global.
Let me ask them the big question. Okay, fine. You've helped me discover my purpose, and I have found out that this is really what I can do. But when I still have challenges, do I still come back to you, or I am absolutely on my own?
You cannot just be on your own. We still have your own. Like, we are going to be, part of what we do is we're building a community. It's not just, we just don't want people to come in and go. You still need a lot of things. Like, I was just telling him on my way to this place. Sometimes when I get discouraged, I get depressed, and I feel like I want to go back and the rest because of replies and everything. And maybe you try to do this and try to make these moves and the rest, and the feedbacks are not coming in as you expected. I just pick some of the materials. Some of them I wrote out there, and there was I was telling you an example of one. Fainting in the mind, some of the hindrances to discovering purpose, fainting in the mind, quitting at critical moments. I wrote these things and feedback. Some persons wrote back and said, "This is what I'm facing. Yeah, how do I overcome that?" And I provide solutions and I'm not the one quitting and the rest. So it doesn't stop there. Even me, I'm having these issues. Issues of life comes up, and you need the family together. So we are going to be creating a community of purpose advocates. So even if you have discovered your purpose, you're going to be helping someone discover their purpose. Now, I am helping someone discover his purpose. That is my purpose. Helping someone to discover their purpose.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I want to have these amenities around me and live a peaceful life. So I need to help someone to achieve my own
Purpose.
my own purpose.
To add to what he has said, we don't just let you go. Why? Because, like, I used to give, I think one of the write-ups, I said it as an example that the person that discovered light, I can just imagine out of no light, his thoughts, ideas, I think there should be something like this. And he went down, do the sketches, do the calculations, and came up with this wonderful amenity which we are using. But he didn't stop there. It was someone else's purpose to say we need to design bulbs so these lights can shine. So it still didn't stop there. What I'm trying to say is that our purposes are interconnected. So you can't just come and go and stay on your own. You need somebody else to live a purpose-driven life.
Yeah.
So once the person that has done this, another person needs to do something else that is related to what you do. So that is what is binding us as humans together. So you don't just have a particular purpose. I think forgive me to use the Holy Book. There was one he said it was David's purpose to fight the war, and it was Solomon's made peace for Solomon to build the temple. So assuming David couldn't build the temple because there was so much war, but Solomon was able to build
the
because
temple because there was
fought
peace.
the war.
Okay.
So you see the connection there. So we can't just let you go. You are purpose advocates. You are part of the family.
All right.
I actually like it.
Yes. All right. So basically, having said all of this, I'm sure you have one or two things you would like to tell people out there that are listening. Like, what do you have to say concerning all that you do? Just more like words you want to put out there. I want you to know this for sure. And you are setting in your heart that this is what you want them to hear. A lot of youths are definitely watching.
Okay, part of what I want to say is I want to quote J.C. Maxwell. He said, if you're bigger than your purpose, then it's a career. But if your purpose is bigger than you, it's a calling. Some persons can be doing this TV presentations that you're doing now, and it's a career. You get frustrated along the line, and sometimes you want to get to the top.
True.
You want to be this, you want to be this, you want to be that. And when you don't achieve this, you get frustrated. And you don't even care the toes, the people you step on just to get to this top. But when it's your calling, you're just happy doing it. That is purpose for you. When it's your purpose to do something, you're just happy doing it. Someone like I used to use Charles Goodyear, for example. He discovered the rubber for the tire and the rest. So, but he didn't finish the work. Someone else finished it because he couldn't complete what he started. But someone else came in and completed it. So his calling was to do the tire stuff, and that's why both of us can ride anywhere we want today. So you could be doing something right now, and that is not your purpose. That's your career. Your purpose is different from your career. So I just want every one of us to know that my purpose is to make someone's life a little better. I am not going to be here to enjoy everything. Charles Goodyear is gone. Albert Einstein, they are all gone. But we are enjoying their inventions now, their purpose in life. So you need to discover your purpose to make someone's life a little better.
All right. You need to discover your purpose to make someone's life a little better. So, Godfrey, right?
Yeah, to also add to that, I would want to say that to the youth out there that humanity depends on you. The peace of the society depends on you. We don't really have to go the other way around to amass wealth, to create wealth for yourself. You have a value you can sell to the world that can give you the whole wealth that you desire. There are so much problems that the world is faced with. You just need to understand the solution you carry and give it to the world. I believe in Nigeria, I believe in the youths, and I believe we can make the change, the Nigeria of our dreams. So you just need to sit back and understand who you are. Place value on yourself. You know, no matter how much you rough a 1,000 naira note, it still remains valuable.
Yeah.
Even if you go to the point of tearing it, it still maintains its value. Because do you know why? You can still patch it together and use it to get that worth or that product worth that 1,000 naira. It doesn't devalue it. So no matter what rough challenge you have gone through in life, no matter what depression, what challenge you are facing in life, no matter how the world has roughed you, whatever you came with is still inside. So it's just left for you to understand who you are and give the world the solution that you carry. We hope to have you in the family. We hope to have more purpose advocates. We hope to have more stakeholders coming into this, because we would end up not fighting this war of crime, corruption, and all that. The way we are going, you see youths, you pack them, you place them in the cell, place them, torture them. At the end of the day, these things get worse because you place hurt in the minds of people out there. That is why we need stakeholders to look into going into the community, understanding what this challenge these youths are facing. Try to work on their mind, their ideology. It starts with the mind, it starts with the brain. Before someone can go into robbery, it starts with the mind. So we need to work on the minds of youths. Let's have more stakeholders coming into this. Let's get the youth working. Nigeria can get better. The world can be a better place and a more safer place. It starts with just you and I understanding who we are.
All right. Thank you, Humphrey.
Sounds more like a well-written speech.
Yeah.
Everything actually got into my head. I was like, oh, this is so nice. So, guys, you've heard from them. You've heard from Godfrey. You've heard from Humphrey. And it's time to discover your purpose. In case you just like, man, I don't even know why I'm living. I don't even know why I think I should just give up. No, you don't have to give up.
You need some alone time.
True.
I think some alone time, to and understand that okay, this is what I want to do and this is how I want to go about it. And no better way to actually go about it than meeting or getting in contact with them.
You need a good mentor.
You need a good mentor. So it's important, and we are glad you're here to remind us that if we don't have if someone out there doesn't have a purpose, they need to discover it for them to make the right impact. If I'm correct.
Yeah. So we've actually had a very wonderful time with them. And in case you're just still trying to find out where to discover your purpose, is right here. It's right in front of you. All you have to do is just link us up, of course, and we link you to them. And they've already told us their handles, which is
Discover Purpose Initiative.
Discover Purpose Initiative. So that's just a very fast way to get to them, to get to your purpose on time. You know, they say we the youth are actually the leaders of tomorrow, and we have
leaders
to
of today.
of today.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are taking over.
We are
right?
taking over.
Yes.
So we are leaders of today.
So,
All right.
yeah, we'll just go for a musical break, and then when we come back, Hello Africa continues.